Hello and welcome to Spirit Dragon Tarot. Today's reading is for Pisces for the full moon in Scorpio. This full moon is happening tomorrow, the 23rd. I'm recording today, the 22nd. And this will be affecting your fifth house of creativity, which is about romance, joy, and self expression. Also, there's an astrological outlook in the description box below. There's a link if you want to check that out for different aspects that are happening this week. We have a lot going on. Um, Seems there was a lot going on last time too, but it's a busy month. Okay. And I'm going to be using the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck to see what Spirit has for Pisces for this full moon in Scorpio. Spirit, what does Pisces need to know for this full moon, please? Under the deck, which you don't see coming, is nature spirits. Do you need to get out in nature? Is nature calling you? Do you need to feel, maybe you're not as grounded? Maybe you need to get out in nature and feel grounded. It's Honor Gaia Day, and that's about Mother Earth. We also have Earth Day and Arbor Day this week. So that seems about right? New life. This full moon in Scorpio is about bringing things to light, even if we don't want to see them. Things that maybe we don't want to release, but we need to release because they no longer serve us. So this could be the new life, right? So you have veiled spirits, natured spirits, new life, and water. Okay, water is about emotions, right? Flowing, movement. Okay. That's also an 18 card, which is a 9, which is closure, wisdom, endings. So perhaps you're ending something in order to, because it's no longer serving you, right? So when we end something or release it, it gives us more space to receive, to get more. So an abundance of something else or something new, okay? This is the Wise Spell Tarot deck. We get some more messages from Spirit for Pisces for the full moon in Scorpio, please. What you don't see coming, the Nine of Swords. Are you stressing out right now? Are you having bad dreams? Do you have anxiety? Are you confused? Feeling overwhelmed maybe with this new transformation? We're going to get clarity on that card for sure. The Magician. Okay. You have the tools, right? You have the tools to handle anything that's going on. You have the tools to manifest. You can ask for help, right? Go out in nature, ground yourself, and ask for guidance. Meditate. Just sit in your stillness, right? The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed restrictions. Are you holding something back? In this card, she's bound, right? There's a cord of some sort wrapped around her, but I don't see any locks. It's not a chain, right? It's not very tight. It looks a little loose. She also has a blindfold, which she could take off once she gets loose. Her feet aren't bound, so that means she can walk away. She's not surrounded by the knives. They're around her, but she's not surrounded. So this is a self-imposed restriction. We're definitely going to get a clarification on that. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is releasing of burdens, right? That's a heavy load, right? This person has gathered all this load and is moving it from one end of the area to a neck to the other, right? So um so there's definitely some release going on here. The most one of the important ones, the one that's drawing me, is this Eight of Swords. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, but I think if you released, let's get clarification on this Eight of Swords. If you released these self-imposed restrictions, maybe you wouldn't be um, so overwhelmed or so full of anxiety. So we have the Seven of Wands, the Lovers, and the Eight of Cups. So the Lovers card is a choice, right? It used to be called the Choice card. And you have the Seven of Wands, which is about boundaries, right? So this self-imposed restriction, are you trying to um, build some boundaries um, so that you can walk away to the higher ground, right? You see this person is walking towards the higher ground. There's that full moon, right? So we've got the full moon in Scorpio. And so perhaps this choice that you're making to develop those boundaries, to have boundaries, right? To go to your higher place or to release things. Okay, this is all stacked, but now they're walking away, so they're releasing it, right? It's no longer serving them. So is that why you're having that anxiety? Because you know that you need to release those things, and maybe it's familiar, right? When we have something for so long, we get used to it, but that doesn't mean that it was the best thing for us. Okay, let's clarify this Ten of Wands. Let's clarify this burden for Pisces, please, Scorpio, Spirit, in this full moon in Scorpio. The Three of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the King of Wands. So perhaps you needed to take get a new perspective on a passion, right? This is a celebration, but it's also, there's more than one person in there. Some people say this is like, a third party energy, but a third party energy isn't necessarily somebody else. It just could be a lot going on. So you're needing to have a new perspective on something that you're very passionate about that has to do with a lot of people or a lot of things going on. So you need to release that burden. New life, right? We're going to clarify the new life, but I want to clarify this Nine of Swords. What's this anxiety and stress for Pisces, please, Scorpio? Spirit. I keep saying Scorpio, so that full moon in Scorpio is going to be big for you. That card wanted to come out, but now this one wants to come out. Okay. The Devil. The Devil is about transformation, which is what the full moon in Scorpio is about. The Five of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Let's get a couple more cards for the Devil here. We have Death, which is... Okay, so the Devil is the self-imposed restrictions, like the Eight of Swords. And then the Death card is transformation. And you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So this feeling of overwhelm, this anxiety, is about these self-imposed restrictions. It's a struggle for you because you're trying to build a new foundation. Okay, you're trying for this new life, right? These things this full moon is illuminating things for you. You're seeing things, and maybe you think you're not ready for it. It could be, maybe it's a little bit of fear, right? So go out in nature, right? And ground yourself, and don't feel that you have to make a decision now, right? You have time. You have time to make the right choice. So the clarification of the Devil card is the Death card, which is transformation. Okay? The Death card isn't a bad thing, right? It's movement, right? It's transforming and moving forward. working hard, right? For this ending, right? Transforming, working hard for this ending. Okay, what are the blocks? Remember, you have the magician here, so you have the tools. Perhaps it's just self doubt, right? The Eight of Swords, she has her eyes covered, so she's not seeing. Trust your intuition. Okay, so what are the blocks, please, Spirit? The blocks for Pisces, please. The Ace of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor is Aries. So this is a fated and destined passion. That's for you, right? Aries is all about me. What's good for me? What's in my best interest? Which is what this full moon in Scorpio is about, right? It's releasing things that no longer serve you, right? So that's what's blocking you right now. I'm getting this energy of, you're thinking it's too much, but it's not too much, Pisces. You got this, right? You you have this new life card. Okay, let's Spirit, what does Pisces need to know about this new life card? The Nine of Cups, switch your desires, the Three of Swords, and the Hierophant. Okay, so I got it. So this is your desire. Your desire is to move on, but the Three of Swords is about pain, right? Some discomfort, um, some sadness about belief, and this is about belief system. So perhaps that's why you're nervous, right? Or doubting or cautious, okay? Because this new life is about your desire to move past this pain and these old beliefs. Okay? Change is big, right? It's not a struggle. I mean, it is a struggle, but some people don't like change, right? Um, Change can be scary, but change is also good because things they run their course, right? And so that's what the full moon in Scorpio is shining the light on, right? Something has run its course, and now we need to move forward, right? You got the transformation card here for Scorpio, and this full moon in Scorpio, which is about transformation. Okay, actions and advice, please, for Pisces. Two of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Death card again. So Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, and okay. So the actions and advice is to balance, right? You need balance with these choices. So balance, not necessarily what's good and what's bad, but how much of this and how much of that, right? And then the Chariot is the Emperor, and he's driving that chariot. He's using his knowledge and wisdom to guide the Sphinxes forward, right? And then you have the Death card again, which is transformation, and this um, Reaper on the horse, this Knight Reaper on the horse, is moving forward. And then I drew three more cards for the Death card, and I got the Queen of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Three of Wands. So the Queen of Swords is all about truth, right? She's cutting through the crap, right? Cutting through the BS. And then you have the Page of Cups, which um, could be a message of love, but it's also an apology. You know, do you need to apologize to yourself or to accept this apology to yourself that it's okay? Allow, right? The Three of Wands is about receiving. It's about allowing what's coming in. Be open to it, okay? Be open to this transformation. Okay. Let's get messages to you from Spirit. and then we'll get some oracle cards. The Tower, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, let's get a couple cards for the Tower, the Empress, the Page of Wands, and the King of Swords. Okay. Wow. All right, so you have all the tens here, right? The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is definitely an ending. All right, so messages to you is this Tower is a sudden change, okay? It's because something wasn't on a solid surface, right? It wasn't solid ground. There wasn't a solid foundation. Doesn't mean you did something bad. Just means maybe it wasn't moving fast enough. Maybe that's what I'm getting. But you have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. This is happiness, right? This is fulfillment. This is the end. And you have all 10. I mean, all 4 tens. And then when I clarified the Tower, you got the Empress, right? You have the Page of Wands, which is passion. This is Libra. This is balance. You see the Venus right here. And then you have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so in mentioning Venus, on yesterday, Venus conjuncted Chiron. And Venus is about your feelings and love. And it's about how those feelings and love are standing out with your vulnerabilities, right? And so maybe that is this Three of Swords, pain and hurt that you're worried about. Okay, so you have the Empress and the Emperor, and you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So there's a partnership here, right? Doesn't have to be a love partnership, but Venus is pretty active right now. On the 30th, Venus is going to square Pluto. And squaring means that there's going to be some confusion and some struggle, but it's going to cause you to make some action or take some action, right? And your feelings, you'll be feeling a little frustrated, but inspired. And you're going to bring on some transformation. So could this transformation, this thing that you're releasing, could it be about a partnership, a love partnership? Because these are the divine masculine and divine feminine. Or remember, we have those energies within us as well. Are you struggling with the action that's needed to be? Maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you're acting, right? Taking action. But the divine feminine is about allowing, right? And you have the Three of Wands here. So, and receiving. And then you have truth, right? The Queen of Swords cuts through the BS, and the King of Swords is all about truth. Okay? So let's get some messages from Spirit with the Empath Oracle deck. What message does Pisces... what is the message for Pisces? Please, Spirit. Okay, what you don't see coming is non-duality. So you're not balancing. You need to balance those things, right? The divine feminine and the divine masculine energies. Take action, but also allow. Be open, right? Don't just do and not take, right? And remember, this is about you. This is about what you need to release for yourself. Timeline. Okay. You had the tens, right? You have all 4 tens. That is definitely a timeline shift. Okay. So you're moving from one timeline to another. So you're going from, let's say, remember you were possibly building some boundaries, right? So you're going from maybe not being so gullible with stuff to actually saying no, right? Nothing wrong with saying no, right? You had the Emperor. And you had him twice because he's in the Chariot, and that's all about what's good for me. Okay. And gaslighting. I was thinking about this card and I didn't want to say it, but is someone gaslighting you? Was somebody making you believe something that isn't what you know, right? That's what gaslighting is. Gaslighting is telling somebody, no, that's not what you're doing. That's not what you're thinking, right? What? What do you mean that's not what I'm thinking? I'm thinking what I'm thinking. Don't tell me I'm not thinking this. But some people, somebody needs to hear this. Some people just, they believe other people. They're like, oh my God, oh my God, is that what you're getting from me? Oh my God, that must be what I'm doing. No, that person is gaslighting you. That person is manipulating you. Okay. So be cautious of that. Maybe that's what you're releasing. Maybe that's what those boundaries are, right? To release or to guard yourself from people or things that are making you feel this way. Wow. Um, so you got a new life coming up, right? New life, new timeline, and nature spirits. Go out in nature and ground yourself and prepare for this new life and the changing of a timeline, right? Full moon Scorpio, Pisces, you got this, right? Ground yourself, take your shoes off, feel the earth, sit in nature, go out for a walk, right? Just breathe. Go out there and just breathe. Okay? I'm breathing right now as I'm saying this. Okay, Pisces, you got this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this with anybody that you feel needs to hear this. And don't forget about the astrology outlook that is in the link below in the description box. And until next time, Pisces, have a good day.